Ladies and gentlemen, it's Stuart Ellis-Myers, and I've been a keynote speaker for about, 20 years. And I've been on the stage since the age of 11. And it all comes down to one mentor, and this is it. He's Tony Jaffe. He's now about 190 years old, as you can see. And he's going to sing you a song of which his father taught him. And here it is. It's brilliant. Off you go, Tony.
One day I bought a chicken with the whiskers around her legs. I thought that she would lay for me some lovely new ready eggs. The way that chicken walked around, I thought my fortune made. I gave it pickled onions, but not one egg she laid. Oi, oi, what a game it is, oi, oi. I gave it lots of fried fish and a little German hock, a tumblerful from whiskey and a big electric shock. But nature couldn't do it, for I found it was a cock. Oi, oi, what a game it is, oi, oi. You want more verses?
Yes, sir.
You're not going to pay, was you?
No.
No. One day a man came in my shop to buy a suit of clothes. I fit him up with coat and vest just as good as those. After having all fixed up, he runs out from the door. I say, go away, I'm ruined. He owes me 10 and 4. Oi, oi, what a game it is, oi, oi. He runs down the roadway in the coat and vest so fine. My brother goes to shoot him, but I stopped him just in time. I said, shoot him in the trousers, for the coat and vest is mine. Oi, oi, what a game it is, oi, oi. You want more?
No, what I'd love you to do is to just tell everybody about your dad and how he was such a great influence and an awesome doctor, and how he taught you that song.
My dad was born in Dublin. The door is just closed and in has come Viola. My dad was born in Dublin, and he was his father was a rabbi, and he was destined to become a rabbi. So he was sent over at the age of, I think, 8 or 9 to London's East End, where they have a thing called a yeshiva, which was where they teach children religion all non-stop. And he was there, obviously, for a few years, came back to Dublin, and at the age of 14, he was knocked over by a motorbike, ridden by an army officer in the street, and he was taken to hospital with a curved spine and one leg therefore shorter than the other, and other injuries. And then in Dublin hospitals in the early 1900s were not particularly attractive. And he was there for, I think, 4 or 5 years. And at the end of that time, he had lost his faith. So when he came out again, he decided to become a doctor. And when he became a doctor, he thought with his father and background, he couldn't stay in Dublin, so he came to England. Where did he come to England? The only place he knew, the East End of London. Set up a surgery, became a doctor. My mother was a patient. They married and lived happily ever after. And that's when he taught me this song, which I have developed with various verses from time to time.
There's something I just want to add to everyone, and it's, if you can, slow your life down, which is, when which is so important to us, and go spend just a few minutes with someone that you know, who is like, in their late 80s. And what you will find is you'll be amazed at the history that they can tell you about the First War and the Second War and what life was like, and they can bring it alive for you. And Tony, I just want to say I love you. You've been my mentor. If it wasn't for you, I would never have become a keynote speaker. And thank you for all those years of amateur dramatics and directing and being so wonderful to our Myers family. I love you, and I love you forever. Anything you want to say in passing words?
Yeah. How much do I get?